What's going on tonight, guys? So we are actually going to be working a little bit differently tonight. We're going to be working on the other side of the garage because I have pulled the Ranger in next to the Mustang. Mustang's still in pieces. Don't worry. We're getting to it. Trust me. But we are going to try to be helping out our buddy Cody, who's actually helped us out a few times now with some stuff. So I need to get the truck in towing condition. And right now, if I show you guys a little bit underneath, these are the leaf springs. And as you can kind of see, it's starting to, unfortunately, it's starting to bend over right there. So these are just the 2-leaf design. They do also have a 3-leaf design, as well as, I mean, the truck right now is 24 years old. So, I mean, it's time. So what we ended up doing is we went on to Rock Auto. We got some brand new 3-leaf. So these are the 1750 leaf springs. So these are going to be brand new. We're going to put those in tonight. We're going to go with some Gabriel load assist shocks. So I ran these before. These are great, as well as all brand new hardware, U-bolts and shock bolts, to be able to wrap basically everything up. And hopefully it's going to totally rejuvenate the back end of this truck. I worry it's probably going to destroy the ride a bit, but you know what? That's okay, because this thing needs to be able to tow about 6,000 pounds. That's what the truck's rated for. It's about 5,500, give or take. My trailer weighs about 800 pounds. And what I need to tow is between 3,200 and 3,500. We're not entirely sure. So we're just trying to get this thing back to tip-top shape to be able to tow nice and easily, while the Recession Silverado is still doing Recession Silverado things. And we still haven't really made a decision what we're doing with that truck just as of yet. So, but the Ranger right now is my daily driver. I enjoy driving it every single day. So it's kind of worth it in my opinion. It does have all brand new brakes. It's got brand new lines. I mean, this truck runs awesome. So this is going to be the next step, is going to be just rejuvenating the rear end. We had already put in shocks, just some cheapies, off of, I think, Amazon at the time, back in the summer when we were doing the flatbed. So this is just another piece of the puzzle, so to speak, to be able to get this thing in tip-top shape. So as you can see from my breath, it is very cold out. So I'm going to set up now and turn the heater back on and start cutting all this out. Probably going to have to cut out the rear leaf spring bolt. I'm really hoping that all of the bolts come out. If not, we're just going to have to cut the leaves. I mean, they're junk anyways. So we're going to get started on that and enjoy the show. Well, that went about as bad as I thought it was going to go. So I guess, I mean, really nothing left to do now but to put the new ones on. So these are a significantly more beefy one for sure. I got these off Rock Auto. These are a Dorman part. I believe it was, happened to be like almost the exact same part number as the shocks, like 43167 HD or something along those lines. So ends up kind of working out pretty nicely here. But these are the ultra beefier version. As you saw on the other ones, there were only a 2-leaf. These are technically, actually, it looks like these are 4 with the overload. The other ones were only 2. So these are going to be just a much better overall spring. It's going to ride much harsher, unfortunately. That's at least, generally speaking, how it typically turns out to be. But with that being said, this is going to be exactly what we would want in this instance for towing. So it's going to be a much better overall experience. So that's what we're going to do. So the only thing that off camera I went ahead and the bracket bolt actually came loose on that side, so that was actually really good. I was able to just simply pull it out. I anti-seized it and put it back in, so it'll be nice and easy. So all we're going to end up doing now is getting this all set up nicely. Here's the upper plate. Should verify to make sure I don't need to drill these out. Hopefully not. A lot of times these end up just being like a universal bolt. So let's see, just to make sure it is correct. From what I was reading online too, it looks like 100 foot-pounds. Nope, those look good. The only other thing I would like to do, I'm probably going to have to run up and get some new bolts for the bracket, but that would be really about it. So, and really that's more of a want than anything else, just so that we can make sure everything's all nice and aligned. So you really, anytime you work on suspension, you should always be torquing everything down with the weight of the vehicle on it. It's not going to be possible for me to torque that bracket like that, unfortunately, just because of how the trailer assembly basically it obstructs the area to get in there with a wrench. So I'm going to get it kind of close to where I think it's going to end up being. And once I get it there, I'll probably drop it out a little bit, re-torque everything, and then just probably call it a day. It's already about 100 foot-pounds. To be honest, it should just be able to sway without binding. So really, I mean, that's pretty much it. So we're going to get this reinstalled, and then we're going to move on to the other side. So at the very end, we'll probably throw the shocks on and call it a day. So we ran to the store, got all brand new bolts for the hangers. We're going to get it all put back together. Sorry about for the heater noise, but driver's side's done except for the shocks, so we're going to move over to the passenger side and try to knock this out nice and quick. Again, sorry about the heater, but we got everything out. I'm super surprised that front bolt wasn't seized. So yeah, we're ready to go ahead and put this all back together on this side. All right, let's get back together. We can do the shocks and call this project done. Well, the very last part that we need to do, as you can see, we've got the new leafs in on both sides. We just need to change the shocks out. Again, it kind of is a shame because we just already changed these not too long ago, but we're going to put some better ones on. We're actually going to put these Gabriel load carriers on. That happen to be right here. Ugh. Let's see if I can show you what that is. So these are a coil assisted shock. They're not quite a coilover, but kind of similar in one. So this just lets it support some additional weight and works out pretty well. So I've ran these before, not on a Ranger, but actually on my 84 prior to it being lowered, and they actually rode really nice. So I'm gonna throw these on, then we're gonna call this project done. Well, that's going to do it. So we did get everything done. As you can see, we've got all the shocks in, the new leafs, everything is torqued. It's actually great. I also was able to do a tire rotation and an oil change. So yeah, I'll report back to see how it rides. I expect it's not going to ride very good. I'm feeling it's going to be a little stiff. The shocks look a little short, which can cause bottoming out, but at the same point, the leafs will settle with a little bit of time. So I'm not super concerned about that. So yeah, well, thanks for joining me tonight, and hopefully we'll see if Cody will let me share a little bit of the project he's getting into with you guys. So like, comment, subscribe. We didn't really hack anything today. We actually made something better for once. Weird. But I'll catch you guys next time.